Lucky Boys Podcast.
You want me to believe these billionaires touch the atmosphere of space? Why? Because there's a video of this guy and these females floating in this cockpit of them in space. We watch that in movies all the time. It literally looks the exact same way. You don't think that this billionaire can pay for CGI effects like Hollywood films? You gotta be out of your mind to not think that a billionaire who only cares about power and money wants you to believe that they went to space.
But I believe they went into space.
And I don't. But this is my personal opinion.
They're trying to commercialize it, and they're going. And if other people purchase their tickets to get into space, I don't see why they would lie about it.
I think it still remains to be seen. But my thing is this: you can't show me just a clip of this billionaire sitting in a cockpit in space floating, right? Because I've seen this in movies before, right? So don't think that because you're floating that now I believe you're in space when I can't actually see space. If you look at the clip, they only show him here and he's looking out the window and there's like a strong light. Looks like space, right?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, you talking about the recent?
So you're talking
flight?
about like Jeff Bezos?
Jeff Bezos.
Not Jeff Bezos, the other guy. What's the other guy?
Richard
Like the Virgin.
Richard Branson,
Yeah. The only clip you see of him in space is them in the cockpit floating around.
Oh, it's just him.
Not just him.
With
It's
other
like
people.
there's like two women in it also, and you see them floating back and forth, and he's sitting there.
Yeah.
They look excited.
So you think it's smoke and mirrors?
I think it's totally smoke and mirrors.
Why?
Again, if you're a billionaire, right, that means you are in some form of way are in the echelon of elites. You understand? Your connections are things the public level will never understand. You understand? You're a billionaire. You know what it would take? You know what it takes for you to be a billionaire? Like, there's a mentality, there's a mindset. You gotta have some level of greed where you just need more. What's the future? Space. If they're really letting out aliens, right? What's the thing? I need to be the first billionaire out here.
Well, that's their flex.
It's literally no different than the Cold War, right? Russia and America having a piston contest. Who could get to space first? Who could get to the moon first, right? And we're not gonna get into the debates if those things were real or not. But my thing is this: you're not gonna get me to believe that these people were in space just because of these clips you show online. Because you look at the Jeff Bezos one, right? You don't even see Jeff Bezos in the cockpit in space the way you see the other guy. What they did with Jeff Bezos is they just showed the cockpit land, and they want you to believe. Can you show me a clip of Jeff Bezos entering that cockpit, and can you show me a clip of Jeff Bezos exiting that cockpit that they want me to believe landed? You can't. Where is it? Somebody find it to me. Find it for me, please, if it's out there. If I see Jeff Bezos get on that thing, he shoots up, and he comes out of it, then I believe you. But you want me to believe just because I saw this little thing land and they just stay on it? You don't see people come out of it. Mm-hmm. I want to encourage people to really challenge the things the media show you. These people are bazillionaires. You don't think it's possible that they would clout is the hell of a drug, bro. They want to be the first in space, right? Because now they've been there, they're experienced. And when you've been there and you have experience, what does this give you? Money. It is literally a billionaire flex to me. The fact that you want me to believe y'all was in space for what? You at the tip of space? You at the tip of atmosphere? And then what? You understand? To me, honestly, if I want to scratch a little bit deeper, they're distracting us from something. You understand? Because we are spectacle-driven beings, right? This is why we can sit here in a park and stare at these exploding firecrackers for hours sometimes. Because we can't help but take our eyes away from a spectacle.
That's interesting that you say that, because there are so many issues with Amazon kind of infringing on a lot of businesses and everything that they're doing in terms of the environment and everything like that. And yeah, it's interesting that you said like this is a distraction. It could be.
My thing is this: like, there's nothing wrong with being a proud American, but understanding and being conscious of of America, what it's done and what it's doing. Like, there's literally not, like, I feel like people think that you can't be proud to be American and think these things. Why? I think you're even smarter to understand that your parents are human too. I think it's smart to understand that your parents don't always get it right either. That don't make them bad parents all the time. You understand? So it's like crazy to me when people are like, yo, well, get out of this country then move. And they do all this, they spew all this dumb shit. I'm just like, but you understand, like I see things differently, and I understand where they're coming at. They're coming at me because their pride is in America. They're so indoctrinated that they're programmed to not even think this far. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna judge you. You could come at me with that talk. That bounces off of my skin, my aura like crazy. Because I understand where that place is coming from. You know what I mean? You look at me, I'm Spanish, I'm Puerto Rican. Oh, go back to your country. Oh, right, and all this stuff. Or vice versa for any other person of color, right? Or minority. You know, and it's just like, we have to like, and this comes down to understanding. Really try to understand, where's all this person? They're projecting something that's coming from inside of them onto me. I'm not going to let it affect me. Don't let it affect you. You know what I mean? Stay strong in your belief. Stay strong in your... Look, if you can convince me, then convince me. But it's not going to be easy to convince me because I believe what I believe, hopefully, and I've thought about this and I've done research, and so let's take it there. If you can convince me, then shit, I'll eat my words. And I think people have to be comfortable and normalize this too, because it's the ego that doesn't want to change your opinion.
So do you believe that we landed on the moon?
I'm not
First?
sure. I'm not sure. I can't concretely say because I've never been there. I've never seen nobody go there. I've seen the clips that they show me. I can't, again, it's these things where you can't concretely verify, confirm that, listen, people can say what they want, but it'll remain a question for me. Do I think that these Apollo spaceships that, have crashed and people lost their lives, maybe they lost their lives? Maybe they were paid to disappear. Do you honestly believe on this gigantic fucking planet, back in those times where cameras were very minimal, if there were any, that people couldn't get paid and disappear and you would never see or hear from them again? Is that really too hard to believe, people? And the why, right? Because then it's like, but why would they do this? Why would they lie to this extent to get people to believe that they made it to the moon? It mind boggles me that people can't understand or see a why. It's power. It's control. If I can reach a place that you could never reach, then you're just going to trust my word. And now I can do whatever I want with you at this point. You understand? So it's literally mind control. It's literally, that's why there was like that whole hoopla with like flat earth versus the sphere theory and all these other things. And it became a thing because a lot of those flat earthers challenged ideas, in this sphere theory was like, well, I don't know. I guess the only things we could resort to is what NASA says. Why do we trust NASA? As if this isn't an organization created by humans that also are not immune to ego, manipulation, power, greed, narcissism.
Lucky Boys Podcast.